everyone, welcome to this week's post-match analysis on ARW Now. Whoa, absolutely mind-boggling. I honestly didn't expect this. We absolutely annihilated Arsenal. Arsenal who? We're so used to Arsenal coming out on the blocks, quick, precise, decisive movement, threading balls through. But the moment we saw that Lacazette and Giroud were on the bench, I realized I was a bit more calmer. We made two changes, which was Karius in for Mignolet and Gomez in for Trent Alexander-Arnold. I always feel Alexander-Arnold is better on a counter-attack, especially for his delivery, but boy did Gomez play really well today. Actually, it was so hard to pick a man of the match today because everyone played brilliantly. And yes, that means Lovren and Moreno as well. Well, bar that terrible lunge that Moreno tried in the first half where he was about 5 meters off the ground when he went to tackle Welbeck. But he came into the game. We were so calm. Our defense did everything correctly. Smart, simple, and precise. Got the ball cleared. Got the ball passed. Except when he passed to Karius, he just looked very, very nervous at certain moments in time. But other than that, Karius had nothing to do, so we can't say anything. He came out, collected a ball, good for him. That'll boost his confidence. A clean sheet would also boost his confidence. I also feel that our backline is starting to get some kind of understanding. I think everyone was nervous when we saw Moreno and Lovren at the back, with Karius thinking, oh my god, we're going to be the same old Liverpool and concede of a stupid goal. They had the first opportunity, and then we just absolutely came into our own and we dominated. Emre Can. Why has this man not been given a contract yet? He was brilliant. Definitely my man of the match. Again, that's 2 matches in a row. Picked the ball up. He was physical. He was dominant in the midfield. He actually overshadowed Henderson, and it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I got a bit irritated with Henderson. I felt he was doing the same thing. Picked the ball in, tried to cross it to the far post. Became a bit redundant at times, especially when you have Sadio Mane and Mo Salah running down the flanks. But Henderson got the ball. He drove in the midfield. He passed, skilled. He shrugged people off the ball. He was that tank that we all know and love. He looks like he's just going to grow into this absolute epitome of the optimum midfielder for us. If we can just secure his services, just hold on to him. Gini Wijnaldum. I don't know he was Brazilian. He was absolutely tearing it. He put Rob Holding on his bum. He put Xhaka on his bum. Oh my god, it was crazy seeing Wijnaldum put in those turns and flicks and tricks, and wow, it was such a breath of fresh air knowing that he can come into his own in that 10 figure and just pick passes. He hardly lost the ball, and that's what we know Gini Wijnaldum to do best. Keep the ball, shut people off, use his body weight, use his strength, those massive logs that he has, and put the pass. And that's exactly what he did. And that was our midfield. But let's get into the juicy part. Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and Bobby Firmino. Oh my gosh, we are absolutely going to terrorize the living daylights out of people who want to come to Liverpool and play football. It was ridiculous. Sadio Mane just plays for fun. Mo Salah's pace is absolutely deceptive. He should have scored. He should have had like a hat-trick today. But I think he'll still come into it. I think he still needs to learn how we do things at Liverpool. But he's learning, and he's learning fast. He scored probably what had to be the hardest of his chances. The tap-in should have went in, but that was brilliant play from us. Then he had another chance, and then finally, counter-attacking football at its best. Bombing down, straight through. Everyone was calling, pass to Emery, who also deserved a goal. But he decides to take it in by himself. Looked absolutely close, too close for comfort, but he finished, and that was amazing. So, getting onto the goals. I picked on the third one initially, but I'm so happy that Mo Salah is actually coming into his own. The first goal, absolutely beautiful movement of the ball, back to Emre Can down the right-hand side. Emre Can started the whole movement, back to him, to Gomez, back to Emre Can, to Gomez again, chops it on his left foot, and just lobs it. Yes, we don't have a number 9. Firmino is not clinical enough. But 2 in 2, with a couple assists here and there, I think he's doing his job. And in the air, brilliant header. Czech had no chance. That was 1-0 up. We absolutely dominated and controlled the game. Uzil was nowhere. Sanchez was running around. You could see he wasn't match fit, and they weren't bringing him into the game. The only threatening player they had was Welbeck, and he had one good chance which he squandered, and that was absolute abysmal defending by us, but we're used to that as long as we didn't concede. And I think Gomez did really well to put pressure on him in order for him to actually sky it, and then Karius made himself big. So yes, that was 1-0. 2-0, Bobby Firmino gets the ball, passes it to Sadio Mane. I think it was again, and Sadio Mane gets let out by Bobby down the left-hand side. And we all know, for a Brazilian who we will not mention because we kind of upset with him, we all know what he's capable of: chopping in, dropping the left shoulder or right shoulder, chopping in and hitting it far post. And Sadio Mane just says, okay, well, you want some of that? I'll give you some of that. And that's exactly what he did. That was absolutely brilliant whippage. He had a chance earlier where a few quick slick passes and then he tried to hit it and it just missed the post. But that was amazing. Arsenal had no reply to whatever we could offer. They had an opportunity in the second half where they came back and they really tried to take the game by its throat and try to put some pressure on our shaky defense as it was. Yet, the cliche is, come and play football in Anfield and you will get punished, and that's exactly how one of our goals came from. Arsenal put pressure, they came into their own, they put pressure, we blocked, we got possession, counter-attack, and then Mo Salah scored. It was amazing. It was absolutely brilliant. Everyone was brilliant today. The manager was brilliant. Substitutions were awesome. Absolutely awesome. You brought in Sturridge for Mane. Move Firmino on the right-hand side, which we never like to see. But he is the workhorse. And everything looked okay. Then he brought Milner in, and he brought Grujic in, which was fresh legs in the midfield. And that's where Arsenal are usually dominant. Brilliant substitutions. We didn't need to bring on another striker because we could have just caught them on the counter in the pace. And what do you know? We do that. Mo Salah down the left-hand side for this time puts a beautiful ball in at the far post. We had Sturridge and Bobby Firmino waiting, and Sturridge, as he does, finishes. If he can do anything, we know he can finish. And we basically bossed the game from there. Arsenal had no chances on target. It was absolutely disappointing because you wait for that kind of drama in an Arsenal-Liverpool game, especially at Anfield. But 4-0, clean sheet, brilliant performance by the Reds. We go into the international break on a high. We looking really good. City are up next. They know what they can expect. We know that we're looking quite solid in the midfield after two shaky performances. But we're looking like we're getting the business done. And that is brilliant. Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Chan, I'll say it again, they are looking so in sync. Our front three look like they've been playing together for 10 years. But it was absolutely brilliant to see how we just played simple but beautiful football. Our defense needs to keep doing what they're doing and keep it simple at the back. Clear if you have to. Concede if you concede possession, just clear it. Just clear the ball. Do things simple, plain, and decisively, and then we'll do well. Big next couple of days coming up for us in the transfer window. I hope we have a couple of ins, not too many outs. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, guys. Anyway, have a great week ahead. This really sets the tone for all the Reds. I know all the Reds that are going to work tomorrow and have Arsenal fans and Arsenal bosses. I suggest you just wear your Liverpool shirt under your suit, under your shirt, or wear it over and your scarf, even if it's hot. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, RW Now. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and share your comments. Thanks, guys. Always remember, you'll never walk alone.